Good morning, Ramon. Good morning, Team Steam. Looks like lots of folks are hanging out waiting for us. I wonder why. Could it be we had a really good day yesterday? So winning always makes things a little bit better. That seems to be like I'm getting a feedback from my own self there. Okay, we got that taken care of.
Sounding good. Coming across real good. Keep talking about the winners,
That's
Mindy.
right. So we're ready to get some more winners today. Short card, right? We got a little bit of WNBA, a little bit of Major League Baseball, but that doesn't mean we can't find winners. Ramon, how are you?
Great. I apologize, everybody, for yesterday. I don't want to, it's like I don't want to reverse jinx it. I don't know what, but we had I had all kinds of problems yesterday with my Wi-Fi, so we're a little late getting on. Just want to make sure that I'm ready to go. Uh, but it worked out, right? Kind of coincidental or funny that we really did have our most massive problems with a technical issue we've ever had on the show. Definitely a one-time thing. We've ever, you've gone out, I've gone out before. It happens, but really, I was having a real miserable time. I'm lucky that it didn't come back on, and I was cussing or throwing or
I thought that was
whatever.
going to happen a couple times, that you thought you were off the air, but instead you were not totally off. I thought that might happen.
Every time it was happening, I'd bound my head on the table. Oh God, what? So thank you yesterday, not only for your patience, but your winners. And
Right.
maybe that's why we're got a few people waiting for. Yeah, maybe it is. Yes, we have great conversation, great picks from everybody, but we'll go over the website and check out. We did go 6-0 with the premium consensus picks yesterday. I know a lot of you know that in the chat. I see Ron. Poor Ron, he had a technical. It looked like Ron had a technical issue. Had to type in his. We see it the first time, Ron, but we'll show it twice. It was so good for you too. So hopefully, everyone had a pretty good day. Maybe it was a little bit more according to form in baseball. Of course, the Oakland A's lost. I mean, come on, we're the party's over. I don't know, but Oakland ended up. Mindy, you actually laid the Tampa Bay Rays for a premium on the run line, and great job because who wanted to fade the A's at this point? The red hot A's. Also mentioned yesterday the WNBA game. We swept that. I gave out the total. You gave out the side wings and under. So even though that wasn't a premium consensus, and that was the only other sport going on that we previewed, we did sweep that game as well.
That's
So
right.
good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning steam. We'll, try to humbly not talk about the winners, but hey, we got to after a good day, and it cheered me up, Mindy, to have a good day after. Our signals may have been a little crossed or my wires may have been crossed, but we were right in sync yesterday. And in fact, you gave me opportunities to have a few other winners out there that I, passed on a little bit. But I think Team Steam. Let's say hello to everybody here today. Short show. Sorry for the delay. Just want to make sure that nothing happens
Methodically.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So really apologize for that. Hope we made it through. Hopefully everyone got the plays. We read them off there at the end. And looks like some people had their own winners yesterday because take a look and say hello to everyone coming in. Mindy Moneyline was here early and JD. And also Curtis. Look at Ron, though. He has all of his winners here
Ching,
with
ching, ching,
Rangers
ching.
there, the Rays. He laid 2.5. He was laying runs out there. He took the Sparks. And then what happened? Ron had to type it all in again or something. I don't know what happened. I feel bad. I feel bad. That was so good. He did it twice.
Right.
And then
Right.
Sherilyn, hello, coming to us from the two old ladies. And Thomas Lewis, Bionic, also from the network. And here comes Butterscotch and Solo. Looks like Solo with winners in there yesterday. I can't even read them all. There were so many. There was a couple losers there, though. Yeah, we see some
Right.
of those. Okay.
Yankees. What were they doing?
Yeah, yeah. So well, that was actually. Did we lose that one? Or let's see.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Yankees wound up losing.
Okay, so we didn't go perfect, right? I thought we were.
Were we on
Okay.
the Yankees yesterday? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I thought we were on the Yankees. They didn't. We maybe
No,
just
we did not have the Yankees.
Okay.
We had Twins under, Cubs, Nationals run line, Phillies money line, Mariners under 7, Dodgers over.
Okay. Great. My records show that we did. Maybe we didn't get it properly input, or I'll go back and check that out. So apologize to anyone if I said we went 6-0. My records show we did have the Yankees. We might have missed that one on the entry. We do show 6-0 on the site.
Well, it might not have got in the system by me.
No problem. I'm not too worried about it. Apologize to anyone, but I see it just jarred my mind there when I saw Solo say that they had the Yankees. And
yeah, it might have been one of those that I just didn't get it written down, and it worked out in our favor.
Well, still gave it on the air, so if anybody had it on our account, we apologize there a little bit, but still 6-1, whatever the case may be. Good day. Hello to Ash there. Also, let's see who else we've got. Tim Ray here today. Great to see you. Yep. And Jamal Jones here today. Panger Live, where you been? Good to see you. Great. And Howard Hogan. Good morning, my babies.
Good morning.
Luis is here. Damian Betts, and welcome to Mighty Saint here today. Cole Twins.
Back in action.
Yeah, well, we're trying.
It's our full-time job. It's what we do.
We're trying.
Right.
Try to. I know what Ron said. He's saying, try to pull my one hair out with my Charlie Brown haircut. This is by design. It's not an accident. Might be a genetic accident.
Trademark. Funny.
Curtis talking about that WNBA game. Mindy, you gave out those sparks, though. I don't know what happened, Curtis. But Matt, thank you. And Tyrone is here. Good crowd already today here. Maybe, like you said, Mindy, maybe the good winning does something. We'll get to it, Cole. We'll get to the Cole Twins wondering about the card already here, and we're ready to go. Welcome to Belly 7.
Belly 7? I feel like I have like 4 bellies. Like I, eat as much as like a goat. I have my dessert and there we go.
Belly 7, a new name for us. Welcome. Nice to have you. Hope you know what's going on here. Welcome to those of you that just watched the Chibalote Marines and the Chunichi Dragons.
I don't think I gave out the wings yesterday. But they're saying I gave out the wings, and I said I don't think I gave out the wings.
No, you gave out the sparks because I liked the wings. I didn't give out the wings. I gave out the total because you gave out the sparks. So sorry if we were having some issues there at the end too. May have been a little bit of I know you can go back and watch and see exactly what we said. We're not going to try to, but I do know that you definitely had, because it was a day game. It was a day game. So let's see here. Twan's here today. Great to have you. He says, how about anybody? Look, I put the Discord up. I don't know if anybody's seen it yet. There was a nice guide by some college baseball experts. It's a college baseball betting guide for the College World Series, and it's up right now, no charge. I just somebody that shared something on the Twitter machine, someone that I follow, so I've linked it. If you'd like a full, beautifully done, by the way, by this gentleman, college betting guide for the College World Series, which starts tomorrow. It's in the Discord right now, so check that out. And I also wrote up a golfer. Mindy, you and I are. We came to an agreement we would take John Rahm to win the U.S. Open, but I've put my personal best bet in the Discord Currently, I'll just tell you who it is, but you can go read my write up on it. It's Max Homa. And maybe I could just cover Max Homa. The United States Open golf tournament begins in just 20 minutes. And Max Homa, 25-1, maybe 22-1 now. He's getting a lot of talk. Max shot a 61 here at the Los Angeles Country Club 10 years ago. Not as long time ago, but not everyone's going to have a lot of experience with this course. Riviera is the course that is most famous in LA, but the LA Country Club is also a Thomas design, just like Riviera. Max has already won at Riviera. He's won at Torrey Pines. He's won in Southern California. He's currently one of the best players without a major. The crowd loves him. If you follow him on social media, he's one of the most likable dudes out there. And I said, Mindy, that only the pressure is going to keep Max Homa from a top 10 finish or better. I recommend him at top 5 and outrights at 20-1. Check it out over in the Discord. Mindy and I are on John Rahm, and I also am going with Max Homa. And one other golfer that I've put a little bit of future pressure on is a red hot Cam Smith. And his numbers are pretty strong as well. You're going to get him between 20 and 25-1, and there are not many hotter golfers right now, consistency-wise, getting into those top 5s than Cam Smith. So check out a couple of things over there in the Discord. Twan said, Stanford to bet it all. I'm still on LSU. I'm just sticking with that pick because it's been my pick all season long. Didn't feel great about the way they were performing at the end of the season, but they got here, so I'm going to roll with LSU. I think we'll preview tomorrow. I think, Mindy, maybe we'll have maybe a pick or two in the College World Series, and I think everyone.
I'm going on Tuesday.
So you're going to be into it certainly. I'm sure you'll get us some photos because I'm going to make you send us some photos in the Discord. And but check out that guide too; it's really awesome. And Mindy, they have a program at the game, but I bet you won't get better information than what these guys put together because they have it really broken down with some metrics in there as well. Nice. Right. JD says Oral Roberts could talk about a great price and a team playing pretty good. Oral Roberts. So, all right. Lotto Snob is here today as well. We're just about ready to go here, I think. We're going to go over to Tony's picks real quick like. Nathan here today. Hello. And yeah, we were on the Yankees, Howard.
Yes, I know I was on the Yankees for sure, but I must not have wrote it down that Ramon agreed with all of our, craziness that occurred yesterday.
Yeah, well, my premium ended up on that game. Well, hung on with the under there at 7.5. So Fernando here today. Yeah, we were just having little problems there yesterday. Maybe a little bit of a mix-up there. And Butterscotch, we already said that. Jared, okay, there's Jared. One more. Yep, he's going to come in with a pick there. All right, let's go over to Tony'sPicks.com real quick. I want to, we will show that for the record, it does say 6-0. I'm going to give us a little loss.
It was all my fault. I left out a loser. That's I guess it could be worse.
Yeah, well, it was on the air, no problems. I think we'll all take 6-1. The GM has a perfect day, 3-0. Tim Irwin, 3-2. Joseph Schultz, 2-1. Daniel Velocichuk, 2-1. And I found a way to stay profitable yesterday at 5-4. For the last 7 days over at Tony's Picks, Tim Irwin on top, Daniel Velocichuk and Ben Ruhala right there for the last 30 days. Sean Dinwiddie's up a dime, Tim Irwin as well. Mindy's up $8.90. And, Mindy, steam right there. Yes, we are profitable, but let's proceed with caution here today with our profit at 666. The number of the beast. All right. Well, that'll change, I'm pretty sure, today. All right. Well, over at Tony'sPicks.com, our premium picks are always over there. We're going to give you free winners, hopefully again in just a moment. Keep the winning going. Mindy and I were co-host of this show, or well, Mindy's the analyst. I'm the host, but I get to pick the games too. And we're betting partners, and so we're having a good week. We know that, and Mindy, I was thinking about it that you couldn't go wrong having a kind of a betting partner in a way, as long as the philosophies match up, to always kind of check your work a little bit and give you that second opinion or to confirm an opinion. So I think it's worked out pretty good here over our 8 months. But this week we're having a pretty good week.
That's right.
So far. So head on over to Tony'sPicks.com and use that promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all of our premium packages, not just Mindy and I and the morning's team, but all of our handicappers over at Tony'sPicks.com. We've got some packages up and ready. There's day games. We're going to talk about those day games, but just want to shout out Daniel Wolosichuk here with a 3-pack. Ben Ruhala also with a 3-pack as well. You see Daniel here with his numbers. So, all right, let's get on back on over to the website or to the show, and appreciate everyone and the subscribers as well. Our subscribers. All right. Yeah, well, Nathan, I mean, and there's a thing. I mean, it's we got our Discord. I mean, I know that we just, bunch of randos in here. We all are in a way, but we've all found common ground to be part of Team Steam. So you can always talk in the Discord, and it's just been a little lonely in there a little bit. But Mindy, just in 50 days, there'll be the Hall of Fame game. Okay, so we got to grind out 50 days, and we'll be into football season. Or we'll be ready for it. But we're gonna have to get through the summer here. So let's go.
All right, I think we can do it.
So we're gonna talk about these games today, and yes, there's a few.
Noontime, my time.
Yeah, a few day games, three day games. 2 of them are out west, so late afternoon in the east. But this one will be at 1:05 Eastern, 12:05 Mindy, and 10:05 out here on the West Coast with the Blue Jays and the Orioles. It's been a good series so far. Kikuchi here going up against the O's. O's have pretty good track record against Kikuchi. Certainly Kikuchi's been okay, but Wells has been a nice surprise for Baltimore. And let me make sure I have the latest odds and get them updated here for you, but you can get started on this one if you like, Mindy. In this one, I'm showing the Orioles are down to $1.25, 9 under 15.
Yeah, you talked about Kikuchi, right? Hasn't pitched past 5 innings yet this season. He has an ERA of 5, also gives up a .500 slugging percentage versus this Orioles team here historically. And then you have the Orioles that are just hitting really well right now, still scoring 4.59 runs per game. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Orioles here today. I'll take them.
Okay, yeah, I mean, looks like a good matchup for the Orioles as far as their history against Kikuchi. The Orioles didn't they've been up and down against left-handers, and I don't know if I can really pinpoint whether they are troubled by them or good against them. They've kind of been going back and forth a little bit, but Wells has been sharp, 2.5 ERA over his last 3 starts, and the Orioles are 8-12, 8-4 in his 12 starts. So pretty good numbers there. Blue Jays, though, 11-5 in their last 16. Orioles 7-4 in their last 11. So definitely have 2 teams playing pretty well here right now. And I'm not so. This one, man, is so closely. I thought I said $1.20. My update didn't go in there. Let me fix that. $1.25 and 9 under 15. Don't know what happened there, but just want to make that note. Sometimes I just leave it up there, but from $1.35 or so. Oh boy, that's an interesting move. I'll take the over. I'm going to go over in this one. Now that it's going down, maybe I might hold out for a little 8.5. We got a few hours, but I'll give out the over here now and grade myself at 9. I could end up on the Orioles. I'm not necessarily fading Mindy here. Limited schedule. Got to
Right.
our
Only 10 games.
pick our spots a little bit here. Maybe a little bit more. We're gonna give you some winners here. I'm gonna go on the over though in this one. Mindy will take the Orioles here with Wells. All right, let's get the chat's comments in here. Probably should have waited and see because maybe they could have talked me into because I think the Orioles are going to be probably the more popular play than Toronto today. Here's Luis on the Orioles and Blake. Looks like JD's on the under here in this one. So I get it. I get it.
Angel Reyes is coming back for baseball. Good. I thought maybe we lost him after the basketball got over.
Thomas,
I had the Orioles here.
Today? Yeah.
Ron was asking.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Yesterday you had the Blue Jays, so and Barrios, oh boy, he was electric there, wasn't he, for a while? Really looking good, Barrios. I should try to say it right. I have just always said Barrios, and I know it's Barrios. Solo O's money line, Matt D. It's all Baltimore. Mindy, I should have just waited and went with the chat. You guys might have a winner here. Here's Fernando on the Blue Jays, though. Angels on the Orioles. I think Fernando might be hanging out alone on this one. Howard on Baltimore. Fernando on the under. That looks like it. Yeah, that was it. Angel Kikuchi, bad numbers against the Orioles. The Orioles have had some trouble against lefties, but let's see what the matchup looks like a little bit here. I know I've made the selection here. CTG coming in here. Probably just got done watching the Rakuten Hiroshima game, 11-7. Rakuten wins. Does CTG even care about Japanese league? Hey, Yeet is here, and Yeet is on the over. Hello to Miles. All right, Mindy. I was just gonna take a little peek at these batter. We don't have the lineup, but the batter pitcher. Just wanted to look at it real quick in the game. Yeah, well, yeah. There's some good, Rutschman, Santander, Hayes, Hicks, all good matchups against Kikuchi. All right. Mindy's going to be on the Orioles, and I'm on the over. 2 plays to start us off. Mindy gives us the analysis and the pick. I either can agree or pivot or disagree sometimes. Let's go to this one, Mindy. Well, look, the A's weren't going to win them all. It would have been the greatest story in baseball history if they could. Interestingly, it does seem like, now I don't know, I'm not saying this is the reason, but since Blackburn's kind of returned, shored them up a little bit, we've seen glimpses from their starting pitching. We've talked about Oakland's okay bats. We're talking about the second worst team in the league. Hint, hint. But they've had their moments hitting. The bullpen, which has really been their Achilles heel, they've knocked off almost a full half a run and just during this winning streak off of that ERA. And Blackburn has come back here and had 3 solid starts. We've seen their other prospects as well get a chance. Now, they are up against the Rays, and the Rays were slumping coming into this series, but they got that win yesterday, and today they're a $2 favorite.
Yeah, the Rays hadn't lost 3 in a row and still haven't yet this season. So
No.
going back at it today, I think this one comes down to a lot of little things that will make up this game, right? If you take a look at Blackburn, like you talked about, 2.25 ERA at home compared to that 3.6 overall. Same thing here, Taj Bradley, 4.19 ERA. He does allow about 3 runners per game via the walk, or 3 base runners via the walk. And again, like you had talked about, May's come in for the A's and looked pretty good. I mean, he struggled a little bit coming off of the IL, and I think it maybe just took him a little bit to get back into form. I feel like he's pitching a lot better here as of late. So yeah, I'm going to try those A's today again on the run line here. I think they can keep it close. And again, they've proven that they can come after this team time and time again. It wasn't like the Rays really destroyed him or anything yesterday. It was still, again, kind of a long game. Took him a lot of ways to try to manufacture runs to actually beat this team.
I didn't get to finish yesterday my analysis, my overall. I was trying to talk about the A's when it
Oh
kept
yeah, that's
cutting
right.
off, and
It's,
what I was trying to mention was that on the day they had the reverse boycott 2 nights ago was the same day that um, the Nevada Senate had approved the $380 million package, and it was funny because all the experts were like, "Oh, I'm not sure we want this team. We don't want any public support. We don't want to put any money into this A's team here in Las Vegas because we don't think this owner." And I'm not questioning; he's a billionaire. I mean, why would you want to put money in? I don't want to disrespect. I love this is a 55 years. This team has been in Oakland, but again, they started in Philadelphia. They moved to Kansas City. They've been in Oakland. Now they're coming to Las Vegas. Yesterday, the Nevada Assembly finalized the deal for that. But the talk was, they're going to have to come to the table and deal a little bit more with us. They're going to have to make some even further commitments before we give them this public money to help build what's going to be just a 30,000 seat stadium. I would suggest that, and maybe the plot of land isn't big enough, but don't think so small. I think professional sports works in this town because of the heavy tourism industry, and everything is just so concentrated near the strip. Everything is so easy to get to with the monorail here, and sports works. I think in Vegas, this is what I'm learning. Off the championship here, that Raiders Stadium is beautiful. This is one of the smallest markets where for any pro sports teams, but the A's are making the right move. I wouldn't put it past if more investment comes in, and then you're just going to have more success, more revenue here. So that gets done. I'll take the A's with you here. That's not part of the analysis, but like Blackburn so far, certainly. And if there's been one, look, Bradley's someone I think we all think can be a good pitcher, and he's had his moments. But so far, if you look at the Rays rotation, maybe he's kind of the weakest of the links so far. I would think so. Tampa Bay has lost 3 of its last 5. You talk about the A's. They still have won 7 of 8. Let's try them here. We're getting a little plus money, aren't we? Plus
yeah, plus about 108 is what I got on my numbers.
We're on the A's run line. So is Luis. So is Amy.
Yeah, it's like all they had to do though is fill that stadium all season instead of in protest filling it.
Right. I mean, here's the thing. It's admirable. I didn't want to disrespect it and say it's cute. That 27,000 came out for one game. It almost defeats the purpose, right? I mean, we don't. We average 7,000 a game, and one night we're able to get a bunch of people in there because we're, and they all had sell T-shirts on. So butterscotch is going to take them plus 2.5. I don't mind these butterscotch. I know a lot of people don't like those type, but sometimes I do. And Matt D will take the run line as well. Fernando first 5 money line. A lot of support here. A lot of support here for the A's today. Solo as well. Matt D talking about the landscape of sports betting. North Carolina, Vermont, they're getting ready, getting up quickly now up to speed. Remember, I said congratulations to North Carolina like 6 months ago. Look how long it's taken to actually get it finalized. If you remember when I said that,
I know Nebraska's trying to get it done here before the World Series. I haven't heard any updates. It's been
Well, I
silent.
thought it was going to be, yeah. One article that ESPN gambling beat writer, talked, is like, it almost feels like they were trying to ramp it up, and then because of all the college betting controversy, they're kind of maybe we'll just wait till the college World Series is over.
Right.
So, I saw a major. This is just a side note. Let's see. I just want to make sure we get all the picks there. One of the major newspapers in the UK said they're going to start banning gambling advertising. I didn't know that media companies were in such a position of strength that
Right.
they could, not take the gambling money. It's quite a principle, but man, gambling companies are willing to advertise, and media companies are complaining about not making any money. So,
Right.
all right. Yeah, I don't know about that, Nathan, but I would at least go to 40,000. Jared said he heard 48, but the plans call for 30,000. Miles says here's a raise today, but he also says A's first five. That's some handicapping right there. All right, Rays will win by at least 2 runs. The contrarian compared to the rest of us. How about I'll say it, but I don't want to get fired. They're going to ask you to talk to Curtis, and I don't know how long you can hang around LMD, but he says he'll pay the juice. I'm not going to put that troll name up there on the screen. We're going to respect you at this point with your comments about the game. And here is Brett. He's got Bradley over 5.5 strikeouts. All right. And Jared talking about the College World Series too. I think Oral is going to open up. Oral and LMD. They might want to bet the game together. Anyways, Mindy, Oral's taking on TCU there in the first game. We'll get to those lines tomorrow. I'm going to have some picks for sure. And Alan ready to go with WNBA. Okay, I think we've tackled this game already. We're on the A's, Mindy. We're on the run line. First consensus play. Let's keep it going. Short card. We can get through this show. Phillies and Diamondbacks. Phillies on the road here. $1.30. And the total has dropped to 9 flat.
Yeah, the only thing that kind of concerns me a little bit here today is this Diamondback pitching, right? I mean, 6.62 ERA here at home for me. I'm going to go ahead and take the Phillies today on the money line. I'm taking NOLA 5.14 ERA compared to that 6.62. I think that's what it's going to come down to. Starty pitching, and the Phillies, to me, are pitching a little bit better out of the bullpen right now. So taking the Phillies here on the money line.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty entertaining game last night between the Phillies and the Diamondbacks. We gave out the Phillies in that one and got it done with that late surge there. I also gave out the under on my leaderboard video yesterday, so I think we nailed that one pretty good. I'm going to come in with you on the Phillies. Steam came in on the Phillies. This is some steam I'm willing to chase here today, I think, with Nola Nelson with that ERA around 5 or so right now. Look, Nola, like I said, for whatever reason, he hasn't been pitching like Nola's supposed to this season, and it's gotten a little worse right now, but I'm just going to look for this one probably to get into probably some runs. I'm thinking today, even though it's a day game, which I, usually tend these getaway games a little lower scoring in my mind. Phillies have won 9 of their last 10. Mindy, Arizona, we know they've been hot, but Phillies, maybe they are the quietly hot team right now in the league, and they are favored here. So I'll take the Phillies with you for a consensus play today. And let's see what everybody's up to with this game. There's a lot of action, it looks like, here in this one. Butterscotch is on the over. I think I hinted there at that. Solo also on the over. Here's Angel on the fills, but Jared's going to take the under in this one. And Angel's calling for the sweep. And let's see here. Let's see. Diamondbacks for Jared. Ron's on the under in this one. Just having a little bit of technical problem here with the not the connection, just the punching up of the pics, the comments. Maybe I'm showing some of them too fast or too slow. They're just not clicking there, Mindy. All right, Nathan on the Phillies. Lotto snub here today. Says over as well. Butterscotch is on the Phillies. Yeah, Mindy, I see what you're saying. There's no doubt. The metrics would say Nola should be okay. The metrics should say Nola should be okay against a lot of teams. I think they're just pointing out that in 4 starts, he has a ERA over 8. Fernando said, Fernando said he likes the Phillies kind of long term, or maybe they're playing well, but maybe he leans Arizona in this game. Brett's here with a pitcher prop over 5.5 Ks. Fernando on the under. So even though I was hinting over, JJ here today.
Hey.
We just covered the Blue Jays and the Orioles. Check it out, JJ. Just rewind a little bit. Just pull that red. Some like and smash. Where's Latifa? That's her job with us. Latifa. Okay. JJ, I don't know, Kikuchi. Well, we're on this game now, but I think he's done well, and maybe he is what he is. All right. Yeah, because that was the first game, and we're just underway. We got 3-day games, and those were them. And we got 2 plays. Good job, Mindy. Let's get to the night card now with the Tigers and the Twins. With Matthew Boyd going up against one of the Gray triplets.
Right.
Sonny Gray minus 205 today. The total is 7.5 over 20.
Yeah, Matthew Boyd, he got roughed up last time against this Twins team here. Allowed 6 hits and 5 runs and 5 innings, 2 home runs during that time frame as well. For me, I'm going to go ahead and go on the Twins on the run line. I'll take them minus the 1.5 here today, Ramon.
Okay, well, I don't know if I'm gonna want to lay the extra, lay the price here with this one. First game of the series. We saw the doubleheader there yesterday. I don't know if that's going into account for you, and figure they came off that doubleheader. Boyd, a 5.23 ERA though in his last 4 starts, 0-3, certainly getting roughed up. But I will mention the Tigers are 5-1 in Boyd's 6 road starts. So it just feels a little too high for me. Maybe Twins have won 4 of their last 5 games at 7.5. I'm going over in this one. Probably was going to be a premium for me. I just don't want to lay a run line here, I don't think, today. So I'm going to use it here on the show. Feels like freemium to me.
Premium.
I'm going over. Mindy's going to go on the Twins on the run line. Let's see what the chat has to say in this one. All right. Angel's going to see. He's going to take the Tigers on the run line. And JD will be on the under here. Butterscotch says for that reason exactly. One of the reasons there is the doubleheader. That it was a daytime doubleheader, if you will. But and Mindy, you had the You nailed the Tigers there in the nightcap
Tigres.
on the run line. Fernando is on the Twins on the run line here. And Nathan got a lead here, the Tigers' first 5. Butterscotch will lay that with you. Pussy! How about that? Nice. Another troll out there, but at least he'll give the at least it's analysis, so I'll go with it. Twins money line, Twins are hot. As long as you stick to the program, I'm okay with it.
Right.
How goofy these names are. I don't mind. I love analysis. All right. Brett, Twins run line. Luis, Twins run line. Jared on the under. And all right. All right. Mindy on the run line here with the Twins, and I will take the over in this one. Okay, Rockies and the Braves here today, and the Braves are coming off a doubleheader as well, obviously. Smith Shawver, is he finally going to take them? I think we've been waiting for this guy to pitch for 2 or 3 days.
Right.
It's going up against Kyle Freeland here. And boy, the Braves, a huge favorite. I imagine the Rockies might get some support from the chat here at this price. 240, total 9 over 20. This total has moved higher.
Well, let's take the Braves here on the run line. I'm excited for Smith Shawver. He was good in his first 2 career outings. Only, 0 earned runs, basically. Conceded only 2 runs total in his outings. And I don't know, Freeland has just not been good. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Braves here on the run line.
All right, Mindy on the Braves here. On the run line with Smith Shover, as I like to call him. Here he's out there shoving. That's what they say nowadays when you're pitching well. You're out there shoving. And, had that outstanding first major league start. Gave up 2 runs in 5 1/3 innings. Atlanta has won 10 of their last 13. Colorado has won just 3 of their last 12. Want to give Freeland some respect here, but ERA close to 4. He's got a 6.57 ERA in his last 5 starts. And I'll agree with Mindy here. Let's take it for a premium consensus with the Atlanta Braves. Not real comfortable with playing 240, certainly a dollar. We'll lay $1.25 here with the run line today with Atlanta, and let's see if anyone's playing. Hello to Gary today. Nice to see you. Braves run line for Luis. Yeah, that's what it is. All right. Here's the Braves run line for Zordon. And Gary, ready to win today? We had a good day yesterday, Gary.
Yep, we're ready to go.
Scotch has got this one as a Scotch lock here, Mindy.
I see that. That always is helpful.
And Nathan on the Braves run line. Jared says he'll use it as a parlay piece today, and we've got it as our premium consensus. Mindy and I are on the Braves against the Rocks tonight.
All right.
All right, Mindy, this one was kind of the news was just kind of breaking a little bit before airtime that it looks like Rich Hill is not going to be the starter today. So let's set the record here with Johan Oviedo to get the start today instead here in this one. Maybe Hill's getting pushed back. I didn't actually see the reasoning on this one, but looks like Oviedo gets the start. But I think more importantly, we get the info from Scotch. Take a look at that total, 6.5 over 20. I don't have to tell anybody what's going on here. I believe the wins are coming in.
I believe the wins may be coming in today.
Well, no, I'm actually going to be a little more clear on that. I know the initial report. I know Scotch will update us a little better, but I believe, or When I looked, it was 12 miles in from left field. So here we go today. Stroman, uh, you know, nobody gives this guy any respect.
I don't know what to say about that because I want to take the Pirates today. I
Mhm.
want to take Oviedo. So maybe I'm the one that's maybe not giving him much respect. He has given up a 457 slugging percentage versus this Pirates team here historically, only 11% K rate. Oviedo, on the other hand, likes to pitch versus the Cubs team. 23.9% K rate, only a 355 slugging. The Pirates team has been scoring more runs than this Cubs team and allowing less on defense. I'm going to go ahead and take the Pirates today, but give me a run. I'll take them at plus 1.5 runs, minus 150.
All right, Mindy on the run line here with the Bucks at plus a run and a half. Yeah, minus $1.50 or so. It doesn't feel too great, especially with Stroman at 2.42 ERA, 5-0 in his last 5 starts, 1.51 the ERA. Cubs have won 4 of 5 now, all of a sudden, and the Pirates have won just 2 of their last 7 games. So in this one, yeah, I see that total. I see the wind blowing in, and I'll just take a chance here on the over with this one. Not feeling too great about it, but I'm not sure about the Pirates. And were you looking forward to Oviedo's next start to back him, or when you saw that he was pitching, that caught your eye, Mindy?
Well, I mean, yeah, I was excited to see him pitch. I think he's been doing well all season. Again, it's a different analysis if you have Rich Hill in there in
Yeah,
this
that's what I
tournament,
was.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, and it's one of those like it's just these guys need to keep it's both of them, right? Stroman and Oviedo need to keep runners off the bases. So they need to watch their walks. So if they can have a little bit better command. And so again, with both of these pitchers, when they do put folks on base, then I think, we have the tendency more to go over in this game as well.
All right. Panger Life says Cubs money line and team total over. Scotch says Cubbies money line. Pooh says over in this one. Here's Solo on the Cubs. Luis will be on the Cubs as well. So Cubs are going to get some support here. I think Mindy knew should be on the minority side in this one. Here's Ron. We'll take the over with me. So what did Butterscotch? Is he coming in? Yeah, with a pick here. Oh, look at this. He says the wind's 19 miles an hour now, and I'm on the
He took
wrong.
the Cubs on the money line up there. It's a little bit higher in the chat.
Okay.
Up by Pooh.
Because I'm worried about that total if he says now 19 miles an hour. So see, you were right, because I was like, oh, I heard it's 12 miles an hour and now it's 19, and that definitely I'll stick with it. I said it, so he's usually a little more accurate. I'm showing on the baseball site that's supposed to have some pretty good at the AccuWeather. So all right. Thomas says Cubs have been falling off. Like I said, they have won 4 of 5, and it's the Bucks that have kind of been giving it back of late, Thomas. But I know a little bit longer, longer windows certainly might be looking at there. Here's Pittsburgh first 5 on the run line, and Jared Bush Cubs first 5. Okay, Mindy's on the Pirates run line, and I'm on the over here. Let's keep it going. We're almost done with this baseball card. Here are look at this, Mindy. The Ohtani. Don't get them at this price too often. It is down to $1.35 here, and the total is 8.5 under 15.
Yeah, I mean, I don't love this play because I feel like whenever I get Ohtani in a spot where I feel like he should just come out on top, it's been a struggle for him to get some run support. But I am going to go ahead and take the Angels here today. They are pretty decent against right-handed starters, 7-2 in their last 9. I kind of feel like they're maybe, I don't know. I was going to say maybe they're the hotter team, but I know they don't score as many runs here. Ohtani wasn't sharp again in his last 2 spots. So I kind of think this is going to be a little bit of a turnaround game for him. I can't say anything bad about Evaldi, right? All he's been doing is winning games here this season so far as well. But I'm going to go ahead and take the Angels today.
Okay, yeah, I'll take him as well with you. I think here, I don't know if I could pass at the price on Ohtani. Sure, Valdi's ERA is a full run lower right now. Rangers are clicking, but I don't know, at a $1.15 or so. I'm going to take the Angels in this one today. Let's see what the chat says here. Man, this is a great pitching, man. This has got to be the game of the
Right.
day, I would think, right here in this one. And I think that will be reflected in the comments. Let's take a look. Yeah, Ron's on the under. Luis is on the under. Yeah, what is it? Interestingly, it's still 8.5. Well, I know that we're seeing some runs scored in those games in Texas. I had a loser last night trying to go over, if I'm not mistaken. That I tried a premium over, so it ended up going under last night. And you got two, outstanding pitchers here. Solo's on the Rangers money line. Ron says, "Give me a Nerfy." Luis, I was on the over in that one in the Cubs game. Okay. Nathan says Ohtani, here's. Sorry about that. Just clicks on the wrong. Okay. Here, Nathan says, when Ohtani's pitching is hitting lax. Has that been the case?
I don't know.
Angels, I'm just.
I mean, I don't know if I can correlate it, I'd have to do additional research to find out if that's an official stat, right?
Well, not for, I'm giving it out to the chat too, maybe here. Yeah, Angel bullpen, 3.36 ERA. JJ,
I mean, I always think his hitting has been fine when he pitches. I don't
hitting
know.
is fine, period, with that, how hot a bat as he's been lately. I think that's another thing, about his hitting surge over the past 2 weeks. If you can call it that, it's practically just his normal self. All right. Yeah, JJ, that was disappointing last night, right, Mindy? You got your Angel hat. I don't know if you watched. I mean, Trout came up in a big situation there. And, well, that was one. Can't get them all.
Right. Still lost by what, 3?
Yeah, well, attacked a few there at the end. Angels bullpen will win the game. Yeah, Texas has a bullpen ERA of 4.54. Curtis says take the under in this one. Can't disagree with it, Curtis. Might be going to premium land. All right. Mindy and I'll try the Angels here today with Ohtani. You guys are all into those. What's it look like to get Ohtani with a win and a home run? Is that a popular bet? I would wonder. Yeah. All right, Mindy, we got there somehow last night. I don't know what happened, I do know what happened, but it didn't seem like it was going to happen for us, and the Nationals found a way to get us some money yesterday. I had a premium on the over in this one. Today it'll be Mackenzie Gore and Christian Javier, and the Astros. They're down here. There's been a move on Washington. Steam came in on Washington for sure. I'm showing the Astros are $1.80.
Well, I'm going to take a look at going under the total here today. I feel like Gore has been pitching better, 12 strikeouts per 9 innings. Javier, 8.6 strikeouts per 9 innings, only allowing 1.6 walks per 9 innings there as well. Both of these guys pitched better on their home and away splits. So Gore is better versus when he plays on the road, and Javier is better when he pitches at home. So I'm going to go ahead and take under 8 in this one.
All right, Mindy, you're getting a good price here, I would think now. I mean, I'm starting surely to see. Surely, don't call me.
Surely you can't be serious.
Washington, Mostly 8 overs right now, and man, all of a sudden I'm showing a little bit of buyback. I'm showing 8 over 15 and 8 over 20 after I just bumped it up to 8 over 30. So
And then Luis says 8.5, or is he just taking 8.5?
no, it could be. There could have been touching 8.5, but I'm showing this thing coming back down all of a sudden right now. I mean, I'm showing the screen practically lighting up with a move to the under. The widely reported steam came in on the over, but I'm showing right now two major offshore books, 8 over 15. Um, DraftKings, 8 over 20. Book down the street here, 8 over 15, which is kind of where the opener was to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know DK opened this one a little bit high, a little bit higher here in this one. And the fact that that thing is moving like that, you said you
I'm
took
going
the.
under. I'm going under.
Okay. Mindy going under here. I'm going to try the Nationals here again, Mindy, at plus a run and a half at minus 130. Look, if anything, I'm not getting much value. This thing is moving in the direction of the Nationals. I'll take him plus a run and a half. Mindy on the under here. See what the chat had to say in this one. Astros have been on fire, no doubt. Ron says Javier to get the win. Luis is with you on the under. And Solo says struggling when you have Gore in there. Yeah, boy. I think it's even. Yeah, that's bad news right there. How about 1-10? Yeah, 3-11 in his starts. Woo. Oh, there it is. Butterscotch says 1-10 in his last 11. So, all right, these guys are all over Houston. Yeah, take a look again, Luis. I'm pretty sure we're seeing this move come down all of a sudden. Brett says take over on Gore's K-prop. And let's see. Fernando also on the over. Nathan says Astros. First 5, money line. Mindy's on the under. And I'm on the Nationals. Run line.
All right.
Okay. Let's take a look right now with the Guardians taking on my Padres. Boy, the Padres got the bats going again. Mindy, they're right now, I believe they're 4th in the National League in uh, run differential. So their bats are definitely coming on. That's what they've needed. The bats have not been performing. The pitching's been fine. The bullpen's been excellent. These are 2 of the best bullpens in the league right here. Padres are minus $1.25 now. The total 8.5.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and take the Guardians. I know your Padres team has been coming around here a little bit, but they suddenly have to face a Logan Allen that pitches really well on the road. If I look at him, 3.31 ERA overall, but on the road, 1.9 ERA in 23.7 innings. So he has quite a few games here so far, 10 Ks per 9 innings for him, going up against Weathers, who doesn't pitch as well at home. 5.68 ERA. Guardians have the better bullpen right now, too. 3.02 compared to 3.29. I'm going to go ahead and take the Guardians today. An upset versus Ramon's Padres.
Yeah, and man, this price for the Padres does. I don't know. I don't know if I can get on the Guardians at this price. Yeah, Weathers is a.
I'll take it at minus if the
Well,
Padres were minus 170, like if Darvish was in there.
right. Well, that's what it was
Yeah.
going to be, right? Something around there if Darvish was in there as the starter. So not necessarily equating this, move to that. Certainly, that's what it is. I mean, Weathers in there, but $1.35 to $1.25 is more what I'm talking about as far as this move. Look, you're on the side that has moved here with the Guardians, and again, these 2 bullpens I just pointed out, pretty outstanding. yeah, weather's you know, not anybody's favorite out there certainly right now, but I'm going to end up on the under at this one if it's going to be 8.5 game in San Diego with two teams. Quite frankly, they've played a ton of unders, probably more so than any team it feels like, and they're playing each other here. I'll take the under. Chat's going to have here. You got Butterscotch on Cleveland. You've got Fernando on the Guardians as well. CTG says Padres money line here today. And Freaky Tweaky. I don't know what that is, but I like it.
Ohtani. He's talking about Ohtani.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Man, it just looks like a god in there, actually. Fernando on the over here. Fade Weathers. Fade the weather, I always say.
Right? Sometimes you got to do it.
And JJ says Padres are having trouble scoring runs. Well,
hey, that's pretty good, Ramon. Could have surprised me. You got a good Ronald Reagan, what do you call it? Voice.
Well, I'm no Rich Little. Mindy's on the Guardians. I'll take the under here. All right, one more. Mindy, the Dodgers. I mean, look, the Dodgers can tear it up right now, and yeah, they're starting to lose sight of the Diamondbacks almost to a certain extent. Sure, they'll come back to the pack, or the Dodgers will, find a way to catch them. But right now, this Dodger bullpen is costing them big time. They've got an ERA. They're almost the worst in the league. They're practically in A's territory with this ERA. Now the White Sox ERA isn't much better, and Michael Grove he's put a Dodger uniform on. I'm sure he's better than an 8 ERA, but the Dodger pitching is bad. Good thing they can hit because the pitching's an issue.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the White Sox. I'm going to take them on the run line. I know it's sitting at about minus 160. But that is the thing that always concerns you, right? Is it just seems like the Dodgers can sometimes hit at will. But I think the White Sox have been competitive lately. I like Dylan Cease on the mound here. Again, 11.3 Ks per 9 innings. Does have elevated ERA, but so does Michael Grove. And Grove's the one here that also puts a lot of guys on base. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and take the White Sox. You talked about them having the better team bullpen right now, which is pretty amazing. The White Sox have only allowed 124 earned runs. The Dodgers 139. So it's also given up 36 home runs as that Dodgers, staff there in the bullpen. So I'm going to go ahead and take the White Sox. Being a little bit of a chicken here, I'm taking them plus the 1.5 runs.
Okay. Well, I was willing to take them on the money line, but if you want them on the run line, yeah, I mean, we're going to lay probably $1.75 here. We don't do this too often on the show, but I'm gonna agree with you today, and let's take the White Sox in this one. I just wasn't impressed last night what I saw out of that bullpen with those late runs for the White Sox. Really punching it around there late in the game. Look, White Sox are 13-22 on the road, but we do get Dylan Cease here. I'm sure Michael Grove is better than this. And, Dodgers 21-11 at home. We can't give you a lot of stats that are going to necessarily point to, other than what Mindy was talking about with Cease looking pretty decent so far. And yeah, maybe Grove inexperience a little bit. So maybe that's why we're on it. I'm going to take the White Sox with Mindy here. Luis will be on the over. I mean, after what I saw last night, I mean, how could it not go over in this one? Did you see it last night when the lights went out in the lights went out in the game in the 9th inning there for just a split second? I always worry when I see that in like it's an earthquake or something, but
it always reminds me of the Super Bowl with the 49ers and the Ravens, right? Isn't that what it was?
Yeah. I remember Kind of weird. You remember? I guess you're a sports fan. If you remember where you were during every Super Bowl, I think I can remember every Super Bowl, even an old one when they wanted to turn the game off for a movie at halftime when the 49ers were killing the Bengals. And I said, I'm never coming to your Super Bowl party again.
Oh, that's really what they said? They didn't even want to watch the second half?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, and it was one of those back that was long enough that you only had one TV, you know.
Right.
You know, you go to the party, there's one in every room. There's scotch on the over.
Well, yeah, because we have to have the Puppy Bowl on as well.
Fernando's on the White Sox money line. He's also on the under here. Thomas is liking the White Sox. Nathan Cerna might take him today. And CTG says going to roll with the SoCal teams here. And Rodney, hey Rodney, how you doing? And Mindy, there's a big story out here that is almost with the aliens that came down, the 8 feet, two aliens that were 8 feet long, in the backyard. But here's the thing: they couldn't show the police wouldn't show the footage because it was so secret.
Oh,
so that's what it is here in Nevada. That's the way it is. All right, we're on the White Sox run line here. That's baseball. Thank you everybody for your comments. Let's get this rolling here with the WNBA. We know a lot of you love to talk about the W.
The W. And happy birthday to James Edwards.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Nice. I think he should take us out to lunch or something for his birthday. That'd be fun. He buys? Yeah.
Well, there's a long-time YouTube sports handicapper, one of the OGs that I used to still watch. It gives out those birthday picks. I don't know if you want to designate one of these. As Mindy in the WNBA, but let's go out there right now with the Sparks. They're going to come back. It's a back-to-back here. Oops, no, that's not right. Wrong game. That was yesterday. Make sure I got this right, though. Here we go. Atlanta Dream. Just seems like, what have I done here? Oh, okay.
All right.
I just had it backwards. That's all. I have it Sun at Dream.
Oh, okay.
Because wasn't that just a matchup, I think? Okay, Dream at Sun. Okay.
You're asking me to remember way too much.
Huh?
I said you're asking me to remember way too much. The info goes in and out.
I just seem to have misplaced my WNBA line. Okay, here we go. Dream at Sun. There's been some movement, so I know that I'm going to have to update these again. But let's take a look at this one to start us off, Mindy, with the Sun at home. They are an 8 and 163.
Well, I see that 163, and that kind of sticks out to me a little bit. I'm going to go over the total here today. I like where Atlanta's been, shooting, especially from 2 here. Scoring about 42 points a game here from the field. So for me too, I also, if I take a look at a team total of 80.5, I feel like that one's going to go over for the Dream as well. So you can kind of go ahead and take a look at that one if you like also. So going over the total here today.
All right, Mindy, going over here in this one with Atlanta and Connecticut. See that move on Connecticut. I mean, this one did open as low as 7, and it continues to move higher. I think Connecticut's been a little bit better ATS than Atlanta so far through the first half dozen games or so. I'll take Connecticut here. I'll go ahead and lay 8 points in this one. Comments on the W.
What you got? Lots of stuff.
Really? Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Here's the Dream. Allen's our WNBA. He might get official WNBA correspondent status. Plus, he's got the orange box there.
Yeah.
He says a dream to cover this one. And Carl here today. Hi, Carl. Hello.
Yeah, I haven't seen Carl since college basketball.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice to have you.
And here, I don't know what Thomas is Lewis there with the broadcasting day and night, but I'm about to start broadcasting day and night here. Carl said Butterscotch Sun and over. Here's Carl's also. Carl will be on the over. I had trouble with the total in this one, Mindy, so I'm going to listen to you a little bit. I mean, I was leaning over and just wasn't sure. Ash says dream. No, Fernando, Connecticut is the sun. So I think you can. The way to remember this, right? Atlanta, the South. You think of MLK, and it's funny how that whole thing worked because that's the Atlanta dream, right? I have a dream, and how they had the owner who was very right, and we know that the league is kind of left, and the players got her axed, kind of, and she owned the dream. That was kind of weird. And Connecticut, the Sun, Darren says Sun and over. The thing about the Connecticut Sun is that they're kind of in a way related to the Mohegan Sun Casino. That's how they got the name, kind of the sponsorship in a way.
I was always wondering about that because I don't always think of, Connecticut as the bright and sunny place to be in the United States.
Mohegan Sun Casino, and name the team the Sun.
Got it.
All right, so we're on a couple of plays there, and let's take a look now at, the Fever. Been playing well. The Sky's only a 3-point favorite, and the total here has been dipping big time, 158.5.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and take the Fever today. I kind of feel like their last 7 games have been, pretty impressive. They won 2 out of their last 3. Sky still has, I think, a little bit of defensive issues. So yeah, gonna take the Fever here today. Give me 3 points.
All right, Mindy, take the Fever plus the 3 points. I'll agree with you here. I think it's just me. I'll look. It's hard because the Fever they really, they had that long losing streak, but all of a sudden they got some wins here. Maybe the Sky's been overrated a little bit. We'll see, but at 3, look, this total I'll just mention right now did open as high as 162, and now it's all the way down to 158.5. But Fever, all of a sudden, 3 wins this season. I wasn't sure they were going to get 3 wins all year, so they've been having some nice contributions all from different players. Lexi Hall, to me, stands out. I mean, might be the least productive of the crew, but she's really stepped up her play. And I don't know, the Fever do have some problems defensively, but I'll try them here with you today and take 3 points. Ash will be on the Fever. Scotch is on his Sky. And Alan pointing out that Copper, I believe she is out of this game last I saw. I know it said questionable, but I think some information might have come out. Still questionable. Clea Copper questionable for this game currently. And Carl, is that my siren? I
think it's a book. It looks like book.
Oh, my book is 3. Okay, I thought it was like a goalie, like a
Oh, like a siren.
Big play. That's my big play. Carl said he likes the Fever here. Or no, maybe he's just, I think he likes the Fever. So, all right, Nathan may tell you here. And look, he says, look what Nathan says. He says, doesn't that total look kind of high? And like I said, it's already gone down 3.5, 4 points
I think.
so far. So the moves are right now in general. The moves are solid. You can tail the moves, but they often are moving a little bit too far. So the original move is fine. at 162 to go under. And then when you've seen these moves right now in these WNBA totals, not broad brushing it hasn't always been the case, but we've seen several middle, a handful of middles for sure. And I say that just because it's early in the season, but Mindy, there's no doubt that some of these games falling very close to the line in the WNBA.
Unreal how close it's been. Yes.
One more in the W. It's going to be Seattle tonight. Even though this is lopsided, I mean, it'll probably come right down to the wire as far as the spread. Right now, the Aces are a 17.5-point favorite. The total here, 169.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Storm can maybe give them a run for their money here. I mean, they just beat the Mercury on the road. And as we know, the Aces really haven't been covering those big spreads, but it's still the Aces. And there's a reason why they're favored by 17.5. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and take a look more at the total here. I'm going to go under. I have it coming under this, 169. Just by a few. I have it coming in at about 167. And then also I have Seattle going like way over their team total. So if that's something you want to take a look at as well, over that 77.5.
Yeah, Seattle, I think their big problem is their defense really at this point, and it looks pretty good, like a great matchup for the Aces. I wouldn't give it out as a premium, but I'm going to give out the Aces here. Minus 17.5. The Storm do appear to have some pretty major issues right now, and they've really Lloyd's in there. I mean, good thing they've got her because she's not getting any help right now in the backcourt at all. One woman gang, if you will. There, yeah. Mag Begor does a nice job in the front court, but total mismatch here. Obviously, we got the Storm's team total over. But you said you're going under, so I would think that probably, I don't know. It feels like Mindy and I don't know if it's a premium, but it feels like we're on different sides here. Take a look at what the chat has to say here, because maybe you guys, yeah. Look, Ash is ready to take those points. That's a lot of points.
A lot.
Butterscotch, Storm, and under. And Thomas says, you got to take those points. They're all. Carl says it just went to 18.
Goodness.
Look at that. Yeah, it certainly did. In fact, Circa's moved to 18.5. Tried to not say it too loud. I've got the Aces winning this one by more than 20 points tonight.
Woo! Look out.
All right, that's a look at the WNBA. Mindy will get the plays in. I'm going to give you a play in just a moment on the CFL. But first, our picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. You find our premium picks over there. Mindy and I hopefully gave you some more winners today, and with your guys' help as well. But we're on a good winning streak. Take a look at our record yesterday. 6-0 says there. We were 6-1.
Because I messed up. In the right direction for once. Oh, goodness.
Thanks, Scotch. Yeah, no, I think we took care of that. I reset the router just in case you guys told me to do that. So head on over here to Tony'sPicks.com and use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off our premium pick packages. We already showed you some of them. And let's see, I think we saw another one. Tim Irwin right there. He's got his package up there and ready for tonight as well. I saw it. Where did it go? Oh, it must be his best bet, I'm thinking, is what it is there. He's got his Thursday money-making MLB blowout game of the day.
Game of the
day game in one of the afternoon games. So
I'm going to call one of mine that blowout game of the day. I'm doing that.
That's what we used to do back in the day. Blowout winner. I used to do those phone lines. Not
movie
those
phone. Hello, this is Ramon. Movie phone.
Not those phone lines, but I had 900 numbers you'd call for the sports picks. I had a $5 line, a $15 line, and a $25 line, and used to go through the whole spiel. What number, get my picks. Here's your free pick. Guess we're doing the same thing right here, right now, just a newfangled way of doing it. Hey, tout life. Hashtag tout life. All right. Mindy's got the plays up there. Thank you so much, everybody.
Starbucks time for me.
Okay.
Yes.
Show Fernando's
that's
soccer
right. Marco is going to his game today. All right. Good luck. That'll be fun.
Here are our MLB. A's run line. Phillies money line. Braves run line. Angels money line. Red Sox run line. Run line, money line, run line, money line, run line. And in the WNBA, we've got the fever. We've got the fever for the flavor of a Pringles. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Ash. Thanks, Butterscotch. Let's take a look at that. Enjoy, Marco.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fun.
Got one play for you in the CFL, Mindy. I'm going to take the Ottawa Red Blacks plus 6.5. The steam came in on Calgary.
Writing it down.
They opened 4 here. Total's pretty low for a CFL game. Look at that, 43.5. Usually we see a little bit higher. So we'll take the Red Blacks today. Ottawa. Calgary looks pretty darn good, but this steam came in on Calgary, and I think it's too high now. I'm going to take the Red Blacks here on Thursday Night Football in the CFL. So, hey, who needs to wait 50 days? You can get some CFL action tonight.
Yeah, you know what I was just thinking? I can't believe that we, finished our first season of NHL and NBA. Our first complete season. We did it. So it was fun to break that whole season down with you, Ramon. Nice.
Yeah, we went all the way.
Yeah. So, I mean, this will be because otherwise our show came in where like right in the middle of baseball, right in the middle of, maybe a little bit of start of football, right?
Well, we were there all the way, I thought, for football. I think that was the whole premise of it.
Yes,
was, to be there with football.
So we have completed some other seasons, all right.
Yeah. Well, baseball, we caught, we're right in the tail end is what it was. So, cool. And we're not going anywhere. I hope Tony will keep us around, the GM, keep us around. We better keep winning. That's what we're going to do. So,
right.
All right. Thanks a lot, everybody. Great show. Meet us in the Discord. Again, take a look at that College Baseball World Series preview there. Independent producer of that, but it's a good-looking publication. So check that out right now in the Discord. And they're underway in the U.S. Open. Enjoy that this weekend. We'll be back with you on Friday. Tomorrow, don't forget, College Baseball World Series starts tomorrow.
Yeah, so. Is anyone coming to Omaha? Anyone?
Oh, okay. Mindy, what day did you say you were going?
Well, Tuesday's my day off, so I'm going to go on Tuesday. So
okay, so we don't know who you'll be seeing just yet.
No, looks like a winner-loser game, so that's how it will match up. It looks like. So, but yeah, up in the air on who we're going to get.
Well, bring your picks tomorrow. Maybe bring a pick for the whole deal. And Brett says he's excited to watch LSU. I'm sticking with LSU. Don't feel as great about as I did earlier in the season, but I got to stick with them. I'm going to stick with it, and maybe I'll have another suggestion. Maybe we'll just go game by game too, and that'll get it done. So, all right, great job, Mindy. Great job, everybody. Appreciate you all joining us here today on the Morning Steam. Let's get it. For Mindy Hahne, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.